Excuse me, ma'am, is there something that I can get you? Coffee, water, iced tea,
I'll take a coffee, thanks.
cream and sugar?
Just black, thanks.
Have you gotten a chance to look over the menu, or do you need some extra time?
I think I'll need a little bit more time here.
Of course, I'll get that coffee and give you some time to look over the menu. I would recommend the sloppy biscuit is one of our best sellers. You want a refill on your drink, sir?
That would be great. Thanks.
One new coffee and a refill. Maybe I'll drop a carafe for y'all.
All right. So what happened next?
Well, from what I can tell, our team at the Green Box ran into some issues. Apparently, there was an outstanding bill. While I worked on that issue, the group met up at the house and began to explore the inside. For what I was told, they canvassed the house under the pretense of city inspectors, and once again, once they got inside, there was a range of odd things that they experienced. I'm told that when they knocked on the door, they clearly heard a woman say, "Come in," but upon investigating the house, they found nothing. I was told that Agent Flux drank some rancid coffee and vomited. He also heard a voice humming upstairs, Moonlight Sonata. Agent Agnes reported seeing a woman in the bathroom on the master bedroom, but again, no one else was in the home. After that, the group gathered the funds for the Green Box and investigated the site. They found some odd items, let's say, including the coffin of a child.
A child?
Oh no, there's more. Welcome to episode 3 of the Dark Thoughts playthrough. We are the Chaos Engine. I am your handler, Chris. Probably should start using handler instead of DM.
It's all the same.
It's all the same. Only the names will change. It's a good reference.
Yeah, it was.
And yeah, we're gonna hop into this bad boy here. Let's go around, introduce ourselves real quick, and then we'll get into this session here.
I'm Tyler. I'm playing Levi Stafford, a.k.a. Agent Strauss.
Hi. Watashi wa Misha-chan.
Damn it, she did it. It was bound to happen. All right.
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
All right. You did it. Now, who are you? Who are you so people can know who you are?
You're not
Hi,
for Japanese fans.
I'm Misha. I am going to be playing Alistair Circling. It's kind of an anagram for Clarice Starling, and my character's kind of based off of Clarice Starling from Silence of the Lambs, and yeah, that's the inspiration.
I am Cody. I'll be playing Eustace Finnegan, a.k.a. Agent Acid Reflux, a.k.a. Reflux.
My name is Jake. I'll be playing Agent Jim Duffy.
I'm just putting dice in my dice box here, so that's what all that noise is. I gotta get my sweet dice out. My
Let the dice fall.
There we go. Okay, well, I want to start this episode off with fixing some fuck-ups from the previous 2 that we recorded. A little peek behind the curtain here. We sometimes do batch recordings because we all have busy lives and shit going on, and so it's easier for us to sit down and record a couple episodes and do stuff. So there might be check-ins like this occasionally every so often as we fix some of the issues, but I figured at least these first 2, it's really important that we get a solid foundation for what you guys know. And I don't want that way we can just clear the air with any sort of confusion, because I fucked up some dates and I will fully admit that.
God damn it.
So,
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you about this. I was looking back
sure.
at my notes, and this doesn't make any sense.
I know. So, yeah. So basically, here's the things I wanted to clarify from the first 2 episodes. That Yamila bought the house in March 2016. She lived there until her death in January 2017.
I wrote down November 2016.
Yep, that's why I'm changing all these.
March
making sure.
2016 until when?
January 2017. That's when she died.
Gotcha.
She became a recluse. I think you guys heard about that. In about October 2016 is when she started disappearing from town, public events. So right now, the current date is October 17th, 2017. You guys know that Agent Rutsack, which I used both names during the first 2 episodes, so from now on I'm just going to use Agent Rutsack to avoid any sort of confusion on, as we're trying to figure out these NPCs. October 17th. Agent Rutsack killed himself on October 2nd, 2017. You knew that he flew back into Seattle on September 27th, 2017, and that he was there. That's where he stayed until he killed himself on October 2nd. And you know from records that he flew back on August 30th and was there for some time, but you don't know a whole lot of details on that. So, is there any other questions that you guys had before we start this off on information that was given? Just to reiterate, we ended last episode with you guys finding, going to the green box. You had to pay off the guy some money. You found a table, some mattresses, 2 shotguns, 400 shells, a partridge in a pear tree. The one thing that stood out, though, was a little tiny coffin. That's probably for a kid because it's about 4 feet long.
Covered in recent dirt.
Just a little 4-footer.
Just a little 4-footer, that's all.
That's your standard child coffin.
Yeah, just a standard child
Just a little
coffin.
child coffin.
Standard maple 4-foot.
So I'll go through what you guys found again. There was an antique table, sofa bed, 2 plastic wrapped twin mattresses, 3 empty biohazard containers, 2 bags full of quicklime, 2 new shovels, 4 pairs of work gloves, a hat lamp. There was 14 empty quart-sized metal containers for gasoline with pour spouts, 2 empty gallon-sized plastic gasoline containers, 3 newly minted keys taped together in a piece of cardboard, and they have the 1206 Spooner Street written on them. There was 400 rounds of shotgun ammunition, 2 new Mossberg shotguns with serial numbers grounded off, various fake identities that look like they're for Agent Rutsack, including one as a Meadowbrook gas inspector and one as an assistant county coroner as you flip through them. There's a Nikon F36 telephoto lens, a Nikon reflex camera. There are some notes, like a notebook there. The remains of 24 burned photographs. And lastly, the piece de resistance, a crumbling 4-foot-long wooden coffin covered in recent dirt.
I know where Alistair would start, but
Well, yeah, let's get into it. What's going through your guys' head? You guys are standing in a storage unit.
What time of day is it? Do you say we made it here?
Nighttime, right?
I think it's nighttime. Yeah, we'll say it's like 9 p.m.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, what's going through your character's head is you guys are just sitting here in this storage unit in Ellensburg, Washington. There is clearly some grave robbing equipment here.
Yeah.
There is a dug up grave, a coffin. There are some shotgun shells, a lot of stuff for gasoline. So
we kind of are, looking kind of catalog and everything. Is the coffin like, we went through the list coffin last, but was that like, we opened the storage unit and it's right there?
I feel like that's the thing that would draw your attention. Okay. So
yeah.
It's not maybe it's hidden behind the mattress.
Maybe it's like set on the mattresses or something like that. Yeah, but yeah, it's in clear sight.
And it's closed. We haven't opened it.
It is closed.
We just open it, see this. The first thing through Strauss's mind is basically like, oh, what the fuck? But he'd, if it's on top of the mattress.
Special forces guy, and he opens it and sees a coffin. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I didn't expect to find a coffin. Yeah. But if it is up on the mattresses, I don't remember which of you two is like the more physically like fit between the two.
I'm a pretty big guy.
Okay.
Fit,
but I'm
older. I'm scrawny but fit.
It would probably be us like moving the coffin.
That's what I was thinking. Like if it's up, my first thought is like, after kind of a pause.
It is closed. Sorry, it's completely closed.
Yeah, he would like pause and kind of like a quick scan of the room, just look at Duffy, be like, "You want to help me get this thing down?" Just like, we need to open this. At least that's his thought.
Okay.
Yeah. First, if we're gonna do this for whatever reason, I'm gonna put on a pair of the work gloves.
Perfect. Smart idea.
Yeah.
Totally fingerprints.
Well, these guys are messing with the coffin agent. Well, her name's Alistair, but her code name is Agnes. She'd be drawn to the camera.
Okay.
Automatically.
Okay.
Good call.
Gonna grab the photos and start flipping through them.
Well, I will say that she does know that it is like film based, so she wouldn't open it up and ruin the negative. She would roll it up first and then open it up to see if there's film.
Yeah, Chris. No.
Well, no,
don't
I
try
mean
that one.
there are photographs there.
They're
Yeah.
They're
burned.
burned photographs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there's you could still see like if you looked at them you could see things in them, but okay, what's Reflex doing while they're doing this?
Yeah, well, first thing I want to wonder is, are coffins inscribed, or is that not a thing? Like, do they have like a name?
I
on
don't
there?
think that's
I
a
don't
thing.
think they are, right?
If you guys see, there is like a little silver plaque.
Good
on
job.
it.
It's nice.
Good call.
There is a silver plaque.
Is
you
there-
gotta get closer to look
Is
at
there
it.
dirt on the shovels?
I would say so. Yeah, they're newer shovels, but yeah, they one of them has dirt.
So here's okay. You said one of them has
One
dirt.
of them has dirt.
This entire time between last session and this session, have been racking my brain as to why there's two of everything. We haven't heard about Agent Rucksack having a partner in this,
Right.
Very true.
but I mean,
It makes sense that he would have a partner.
There's
right?
there's a journal right there.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need to.
yeah.
We
Let's
need to
just-
look through the
okay,
journal.
alright.
but-
So-
and you can't move a fucking coffin.
Okay, so
by
you guys are
yourself.
gonna pull a coffin down. While that's going on, we see Agnes go over, start going through the camera, like rewinding the film. Are you gonna look at the photographs too that are there?
Yeah.
Okay, Rudsack, what are you doing?
Yeah. So
Sorry, not
after-
Rudsack,
or
Reflex.
Reflex. Yeah. After thinking about the inscription,
Rudsack's
I
here.
kind of call that out. But then I want to go dig through the rest of the ingredients. Like I'm an engineer, so I want to like look through like the gasoline containers and like dig through some other stuff. see if
Okay.
there's anything.
Yeah, so you start kind of digging through Reflex, and everything's empty here, but they're all gasoline. So I mean, you're starting to get the idea that maybe someone was going to do something with a shit ton of gas and they needed to get it somewhere. I think that's what the main vibe you're getting from it.
Was that one of the fake IDs from the gas company?
It was, yeah.
Good catch.
You know that quicklime is typically used for. Fun fact: that's what John Gacy used on the bodies underneath his house to help
To like
decompose the bodies.
dissolve them
Yeah, so you know that's what quicklime could be
in
used
those
for. in
barrels.
this.
Was it just to get rid of this body?
You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we hoist this coffin down. What is that? A little
we're
plaque?
gonna get there.
Okay.
Agnes, you start going through the photographs, and as you like get to the camera and open it, there's no film in it. And as you start flipping through the photographs, they're all burned, and you really can't make a whole lot out of them. But you do see most of the photos, like you catch pieces. And now that you've been to the house on Spooner Avenue, they are from the house. They're just so you like see the chandelier in one shot, or you see like something in the garage that reminded you, like the breaker box. You see kind of in the background, but everything else is too destroyed on them to fully realize what they are.
I'm out. This is too scary.
You guys pull down this coffin, you get it onto the ground, and there is a small metal plaque on the hasp, like with a hasp on it, and it says Anton Ture, Anton Ture with the little dash above it, 1957 to 1966.
Oh,
this is an old ass coffin right here.
What?
1966.
Yeah.
So
9 years old.
Do you open it?
no.
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't
Maybe
wanna
maybe
open?
we should.
I mean, let's chill for a second here. We got
so
the
he's-
gasoline. We got the coffin. You know,
I would suggest probably calling the antique lady to get her recommendations on, because there's some of these things that we want her to look at. Like,
I don't know if she'll
What would
know
you
about
do
a body.
with
well, not the body, but like the table.
50-year-old
Right, yeah.
coffin?
There
Yeah,
were some
I-
other antiques though.
What's the
yeah.
price range
Yeah.
on this?
Yeah,
So there was the table in here, the chandelier, the mirror
the
wall.
mirror wall. That's what I have written down. Yeah.
I mean, and we didn't know. Chris just said that the chandelier was old and had like kind of ratty wiring, so we don't know if it's an antique, but it kind of, to me, kind of leads to it. But
Yeah.
I think getting her insight.
I mean, I kind of want to figure out what this body
Well,
is.
journal first, right?
You got the journal too, yeah.
Let's look at
Yeah.
that journal. Let's see what's up.
Yeah. Strauss, after seeing the little plaque, be like, oh, maybe we don't want to open this yet.
What if you like jiggle it? If there's like something moving in it, then you're
Don't
like, there is a body.
Yeah, when we were moving it, Jim Duffy drops it. He's like, "Oh shit!"
No, if when you lift it, you definitely hear something inside. Like you,
Oh,
as you like, if
boy.
you like jostle it, you can hear like something rubbing against fabric. Okay, so you guys find these like notes. They're just pages of notes. Like they look like they've been torn out of a notebook page, and they are filled with Agent Rutsack's handwriting. The first page is pretty coherent. You can read through it. It has like information on it of what's going on in his mind.
Was it like a journal?
It's like he was writing stuff
diary?
down on paper and he just kind of put them all together. The later pages become like just more increasingly like bizarre, and it's like almost like he's writing like math equations that don't make sense on them. Does anybody have a psychotherapy at 30% or human above 60?
I have human above.
Oh.
I have 80 human.
Okay.
I have 80 psychotherapy.
Cool.
Nice.
Damn.
You both would know that this is that Agent Rutsack was nearly psychotic when he was writing, like when this part of the notes were written. But you, who has the journal? Who's flipping through it?
I imagine we are probably still over by old Anton.
So it would be me.
There you go.
Cool.
You find a page with Donnelly's handwriting.
Chris has handed Misha a physical piece of paper.
Thank you.
Yes. This
Hopefully-
is analog right here.
I will do my best if you can't read any of the handwriting to make sense of it.
Is this like something later in the journal?
You have
This
to
is like the first page of the journal where
you have
it
to
makes sense.
read it as Agnes.
Oh, yeah. Agnes has the accent. I gotta get okay.
Yeah, gotta get in character. Shake.
Channel that character. Channel.
Fellows, I found something you might want to pay attention to before any opening of the coffin happens. There's some creepy shit going on. So this is from Agent Rutsack. It's from his handwriting, I believe, from what I've seen in this particular storage unit. He goes on to say, Teray, which is the name on that coffin, not dead, question mark. There's a question mark behind it.
Wow, it says Teray not dead, question mark?
What?
The house, question mark. Only at night, question mark. Grave, no question mark. Below grave it says shovel, gloves, headlamp, cash.
What?
It says burn it, question mark. Crease tried. Didn't work. He tried to burn it. Okay. Others talked to survivors. Canadian mental health laws. Music from dining room.
Heard that.
It didn't exist. Laughter and noise upstairs, which we did hear. Someone else in the house, question mark. Is Rari? No. Seems like there's a flag sort of gesture underneath that. Returning calls.
It's sorry. That you would know that's the former owner.
Oh, okay, cool. Hobbs, getting calls, no one on the line, question mark.
Okay, so Isari's not returning calls. Gotcha.
Who?
Isari's not returning calls.
Yeah, not returning calls. Hobbs getting calls, no one online, question mark.
Who's Hobbs?
Yeah, it's like, who's
Well, Hobbesies, it's Hobbees.
Yeah, Director West is your director.
Yeah.
What was...
Oh, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Okay. A little bit more. Falcon death, question mark. Core over, question mark?
Coroner.
Coroner? Oh, coroner. That's definitely coroner. Wheeler furniture, books, paper, question mark, estate, question mark. Talk to it, thought, knew my name, and knows I'm watching. Ooh, talk to it. What's it? Still no movement, open house next week. Buy it, burn it.
He's considering.
Yeah.
I was like,
So
I wanna take a
it says
peek at this.
Teray not dead / roaming the house question mark / only at night question mark / grave. So yeah, everything else, yeah. The only thing, it was Falcone death question mark coroner question mark, and then it talked to it tonight. Knew my name. Knows I'm watching it. And then the only thing that came out there is Hobbs. Hobbs is another thing that pops up that you guys don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what the fuck?
So I think it's maybe Falcone death?
Yeah.
Falcone is in like a... And then Wheeler furniture, books, and paper. Are these all just different people?
Wheeler, you have to look into this stuff. You got a lot of names there.
That's a lot of info. It's a lot of info.
So it sounds like he tried to either burn the coffin or like get it open, and he couldn't. I forget which he's referring to.
No, he tried to burn it and it
Something about
didn't
a
burn.
crease.
I think he said he tried to burn it and it didn't burn.
Well,
Somebody tried.
Yeah.
Somebody named Crease tried.
Crease
to.
tried, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you'd have to go probably look at town history and see if you could find out. You have to do some research into history and figure
Figure
out
out who Anton Touré is.
Well, he's right in front of you.
Well,
Abundance.
He was the mayor. 9-year-old mayor.
The 9-year-old mayor. The boy mayor, Anton Teray.
Yeah. So that's what you guys find.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
That is crazy.
So yeah, I say we leave it closed. But so here's my thing: is tried to talked to it tonight.
Yeah.
Knows I'm watching.
Yeah. There's a dialogue there.
And this is the first page?
Yeah, that's the page that makes sense.
The
Yeah.
first. Whoa.
Okay.
So I guess
Rutsack
one
was
form of investigation that Agnes would want to say is this is an older camera. I don't assume that just any old place could develop these particular pictures, and they must have been developed recently. Is there a way that she can go see what places in town would develop this kind of...
Yeah, I mean, it's late, so you could do that in the morning.
Okay, cool.
I will say you find, digging through there, you do find a name on one of the other pages that just says Calvin Hobbs.
Calvin Hobbs.
Okay, and maybe an agent name.
He's a fan of the Sunday Funnies.
Because he said in the section where it starts about others, talk to survivors, Canadian mental health laws. So, like, is he saying that there might be survivors of the house or something?
And you're not quite sure. You probably have to do some research into the history of the house, you're thinking.
Yeah.
We should go to like a Denny's or something.
Ooh, that's like
There's a
you do
Perkins.
that.
Yeah.
Perkins is on the other side of town. It's basically Denny's.
Nice, I love it.
So, you guys can also go back to your hotel rooms and kind of chill out there.
So we, there were 3 keys.
3 keys.
3 keys. Strauss definitely takes one
Okay.
and kind of like turns through
to
the
the
one.
house.
Yeah, like who wants to carry these? Like, got 3 copies of the key to the house. Who wants the other 2?
Agnes will take one.
And they are the same key?
Yeah,
It's all
same
it's
key.
to the house.
Okay, perfect.
I'll take one as well.
Okay. Just to make sure who's got them.
At some point, when we have more information about what's going on, we should probably try to go to the house at night.
If you want to die.
Is there anything I can do to like look? I mean, now I am assuming that Agnes like kind of tells us, like, points this stuff out to us. I mean, we're looking at something that says Toure, not dead, and the coffin that says Toure on it. Can is there anything I can look at to see if it has been opened, or does it look like it's
It's
still
been
new?
opened.
Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You could see there's probably like a couple pry marks along the side.
Okay.
Looks like it's been opened.
so open from the outside. All right, cool.
Nice. Good call. Yeah.
No, you haven't seen the
That is
inside.
important.
Okay, yeah.
Do we want to open this?
That's where the claw marks are.
Since when did opening creepy coffins that have been dug up prematurely, and prematurely never dig a coffin up, is like a good idea?
I don't know if it's ever gone wrong for anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Strauss doesn't watch horror movies. He's no context.
It's always a good idea. I think we do it.
we're gonna
Open it.
Okay.
Do you want to open?
Roll for initiative, bitch.
Look at Jim Duffy in the eye. You trying to open this fucking coffin?
He's looking at like maybe.
The question is,
Might need to.
Are we sussing or are we bussing?
Are the
Well, I for one am always personally bussing.
Oh, God, dude. I wish I could give some sort of reward for that. Like,
Yeah.
we don't have hero points in this, but
Advantage die.
I'll give you an advantage die for that. That was good.
Good job. Yeah.
Just roll, the dice. Like roll whenever you roll like the D100. Just roll that twice and take the lower. I'll give you that.
Word.
That was too goddamn good.
so I forget the gasoline.
They're all empty.
They're all empty.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So Jim Duffy is going to just kind of casually, if he's talking to Levi, over by the coffin, he's just going to put his hand on the, like, where he presumes the coffin lid is, and just kind of like gently try to open it and see if it sticks. Is it open or does it?
You hear like a soft creak as you can lift it up pretty easy.
Why does it have to
I
be easy?
take my flashlight, come around that side, and aim it in the little crack as he's
Okay.
lifting it.
You aim it in, and you're kind of looking down in there, and you just see a decomposed body of a young child.
Okay.
I need
Wow.
you to roll sanity.
I mean, okay, I'll roll that with you because I was.
Okay. Boom, passed it. 18 under 59.
Nice.
26 under 54.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys don't take any. You've seen a dead body before. This is just it's so decomposed that like there's no smell as you open it. Like nothing wafts out. It's just you see a skeleton, a little skeleton in there.
Is it 55 years decomposed?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Yes. If you were if you asked, do you have any sort of medicine or what would that
Well,
be?
I mean, I've seen like a recently deceased.
yeah, you could
body,
tell this thing is it's a old dead ass body. There's nothing there nothing reaches out. It's just a small.
Might expect to find in a 50-year-old cop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why did he have this in the storage?
Maybe so it doesn't wake up as a zombie and terrorize the community.
That's relevant. I want to say Agnes can try to do a forensic check, but like I don't think Agnes would want to look in a creepy ass coffin.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and I would say if you go through, like, if you kind of keep reading through some of his notes, give me a humint on that, Agnes, as you kind of read through there.
I have an 80 on human.
Oh, then I'll just give it to you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you can make sense of like some of the later writings, and you get a sense of like whoever this Hobbs person is, like they were helping him. Like you see a couple notes where it's just like Hobbs dead, like gave me storage unit or something along the lines of just like that, or just like Hobbs won't let me, like Hobbs house, no go, must find another place, kind of stuff like that, like scratched in there with stuff.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Do we have our handler's number?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She gave you a phone with it in along. She gave you pre-programmed phones with her number, and then the numbers for the parapsychologist guy, and then
The antique lady.
The
antique
antique
dealer.
lady.
Yeah.
Do I need to send her any sort of like coded message? Like I'm basically just want to see if Director West knows who Hobbs Calvin is.
You could just say like, "Hey, got a lead. Can you follow up on this?" or something like that. I think that would be fine. If you text that, you kind of get like maybe a text comes back like a minute or two later. It's just like, "I'll check." So
Would there be a way for Agnes to look like the creepy guy that that owns the storage unit place?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a sign-in sheet at all at that place?
there
Good call.
was, but I mean, you don't know if he'll let you look at it. That's the thing.
Would
Maybe
he
for another
money?
1,500 bucks. Yeah.
Maybe you'd have to find out.
Agnes would probably go and ask him that.
I think by this time it's probably closed. Like they've gone
Closed?
home for the day.
Oh, okay.
So, because I think all of this probably takes like an hour. So it's probably like closing on 10 o'clock now as you guys are digging through all this and really
It's a good time to be
digging
coffin
through things.
burn.
It's coffin hours.
Does one of the mattresses look like it was being used?
Nope, they're completely wrapped.
Gotcha.
They're
That's another
wrapped in
strange
plastic.
thing.
Yeah.
So,
The futon.
Sofa bed,
yeah, sofa bed. Yeah.
does that look like it was used?
Yeah, I mean, no, everything here just looks like a mixture of like it's from someone's house and then like kind of newer stuff. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Question: do they have a guest Wi-Fi, and can I try to hack the sign-in sheet?
Ooh, good question. Let's do a luck roll.
Nice,
Let's
man.
see. They do not. So, but good. Yeah, that's a good thought.
Wait, doesn't he get 2 rolls?
Well, I'm rolling it.
Damn
yeah.
it! Damn it!
Classic.
Tried.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are. What are you guys doing now? You guys gonna go to Perkins? You're gonna go back to your hotel room?
I mean,
What
do
are you
you
guys
guys
doing?
want to talk this over, or are we just like, I need a break?
Have we like thoroughly searched through everything? Like there was like an antique table.
Yeah, the table's just it just looks like an older table. You don't see anything of value to it.
Okay, and everything else we've looked through.
Yeah, everything else nothing else is really standing out. I would feel like you guys feel like you've got everything you can out of this area.
Okay, cool.
I'm getting the feeling that this stuff just came out of the house.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because I'm looking back through what's in the bedrooms, and there were no beds in any of them. Maybe at one point there was, or I was planning to move in
Yeah.
or something.
But why a table and 2 mattresses?
I mean,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
4 bedrooms.
Good questions. Good
Well,
questions.
I don't know. I think him and this Hobbs person were working together, and I think that's why there's 2 of everything. And I think that they took the mattresses from the beds because they might have been, because he said, "Oh, I can't go stay at Hobbs's house," so I think maybe he took the mattress to come hole up in here.
Yeah. As we're kind of like digging through this, Strauss kind of remembers something that I completely kind of spaced on at the house.
Okay.
Which I think, considering what happened at the house, just us looking around and hearing weird shit, but then Reflux drinking maggot coffee
Yes,
kind of threw him off a little bit.
as it should.
I mean, he'd be thinking like, this something still doesn't sit right with me at the house. I want to go check something out
Tonight?
tonight. Because what
You want
he's
Chris to kill you
thinking
early?
that
It's a habit in these games.
it happens. What he's thinking is, I don't believe we ever checked any closets for like entry to a crawl space.
You did not.
And I mean, he clearly heard people, thought there was somebody in the house. So he still thinks there's somebody in the house, and he did not check for a crawl space above that upper room.
Bonus room was like the converted attic. So
But I'm
if
also-
there's anything higher than the attic, I don't know.
Sounds right to me.
There were walls. I mean, it was kind of walled off. So yeah, I mean, there was a closet on the first floor. There was stuff
Because
like
I'm
that,
thinking
so-
like
I'm definitely down to go.
I just want to like go in and check the ceiling of every closet, because like in my old house we had a little entry in one of the closets to an upper area.
Sure.
Who knows? Just
feel
because
like we
it's a
can-
converted attic, maybe doesn't mean there's nothing above it.
We can check in the morning and get 8 hours of rest and then be at our prime peak, too.
Well, it's not
Like,
going to take very long.
Well, yeah, mechanically it's just for recovering like will points, I think.
Well, I mean, I'm not spending.
I don't know.
I'm not spending all night. I'm just gonna like pop in real quick, take a quick peek.
I mean, it's a haunted house. Nothing's real quick, but
Because I do like, I don't know. I just watched that episode of Bob's Burgers where Bob finds the hidden wall behind the restaurant for like
I've never
bootlegging.
seen it. I know of the show, but I've never watched.
Oh shit, it's really good. So yeah, maybe there is like a false wall or hidden dungeon upstairs with someone chained up.
no,
You know?
like
Who
all these
knows?
things you're saying, like false and hidden, are really great to see better in the daylight.
No, I mean, Agnes can go home. Agnes doesn't have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
what
wanna
if Levi and Jim Duffy go on to Perkins and maybe get a coffee? And Agnes
Agnes would take all the paperwork and probably go back to the hotel and try to do
study,
and
research.
study. That's what she would probably do.
Okay,
Cause she ain't dumb.
that works. Everybody, take your headphones off, please, except for Cody. Hey, Cody.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, so we never talked about this last time, but
We didn't.
when you rolled and when you first got to the house, you critically failed a willpower roll. So your character wants to go back to that house. That's all your character's been thinking about as you go through all of this, is just like, I need to get back to that house. So as soon as you hear them mention this, I think you're going to go by yourself, like you're find an excuse to go on your own, or you'll offer to go with them, but you want to be back at that house.
I was gonna say Reflux doesn't want to be alone tonight, and I think I found a reason.
Yeah.
To go.
We got two folks going to Perkins to get some coffee. Agnes is going to go back to the hotel room, get her stuff together. What is Reflux going to be doing?
Reflux seems like I was really relieved to find out that y'all were going back tonight. I want to go back. Like I'm down to go back.
Go down to join us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like excited.
Yeah, Strauss is pretty much just like, it's just it doesn't sit right. I don't know why I didn't think about that while we were there, but we need to check. There's got to be an attic. There's somebody is there.
All right.
And is Reflux normally like an excited person, or I mean, you're pretty high-strung, almost like a fidgety.
Yeah, I'm
So-
suspicious, paranoid.
We probably wouldn't even notice that you're acting
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. It's more like I jumped at the bit. I was like, oh yeah, I'll go.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
All right. So,
Backup.
Misha,
Got backup.
you want to go upstairs? All right. So you guys go to Perkins, get some coffee.
Yeah, that was a code word for.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, let's
So,
go back to.
As soon as you guys all get to the car to go there, you guys maybe drive like you're going the direction, then you like Google Maps a different back way so Agnes doesn't see you guys go back to the house. But you guys pull up, and you guys see the house is just, it's there. You guys never turned the lights off, right?
I feel like we would
Yeah.
have. Maybe we didn't specifically say it, but like I wouldn't have left them on.
Because I'm
Okay,
gonna be
cool.
low
That's what, I just
key.
want to make sure. Yeah, I don't remember anybody saying anything, but I'm fine saying you guys turned everything off.
That's not something I thought to say out loud. But obviously, it's like,
I don't want nosy neighbors. and
yeah, we
like,
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
so you guys pull up and you walk up to the front door, and Is there like any hesitation or anything? You just
I want to listen at the door.
okay. You listen at the door and you don't hear anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Turn back to the other two. You guys ready?
Okay, so now that it is nighttime, I am going to have my pistol out.
Oh, same. Yeah, absolutely.
And then does Reflux have a gun?
I do, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah. You guys open the door and
Put flashlight in one. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, imagine I would unlock the door and immediately put the key away and pull out my flashlight. So it's like gun and flashlight.
gotcha. And you kind of shine across into this foyer. Yeah, so you guys enter into the kind of the foyer. There's a closet right next to that, kind of off to the side there that you can see. Doors are closed.
You're talking that little, like the little in the northeast.
Little alcove in the northeast,
Alcove
yeah.
with a
Yeah.
mirror in there, correct?
There was a mirror on the door, yeah.
There.
There's a mirror on the other side of it, but there is a mirror in there, yeah.
Okay. As I step in, I'll just loudly, "Is anybody in here?" It's like kind of like not yelling, but
Right.
kind of like project through the house.
You just hear silence.
Then I want to start. Oh God.
It's like a spaceship. It's
Yeah.
Like a derelict spaceship.
Yeah.
I mean, so his entire goal is specifically like I want to go room by room again, sweep it, and then like I'm looking in the ceiling of every closet, just thinking like, or maybe the whole ceilings, but I'm looking for any kind of door, any kind of entry to a storage
Hidden
space.
compartments.
So you go to the closet, grip the handle, turn it, open it up, and you see there is just like loose objects from all over the house in this closet.
Wait, in the foyer closet?
Yeah.
Did we look in that before?
No.
Oh shit. Okay.
You see there's like a orange juice carton.
What?
There is some ripped up magazines. There's like shredded clothing. The orange juice carton smells rotted. Like you don't know how long that thing's been sitting there, but it just smells horrendous. And as you open it, this waft just like comes out of there and everything. I need everyone to give me a sand test. Give me a sanity roll.
Sanity.
Yeah.
fail for Jim Duffy.
Okay. Failed.
Boy.
Just lose one sanity.
Thank God. For a second, I thought that was a critical failure. Just a regular failure.
Okay. Just
96 over 50.
one sanity loss.
Okay.
Success for
Okay.
reflex.
You don't lose anything. Yeah, as you just kind of, this stench kind of overpowers you as it wafts into this area. And just, yeah, it smells horrible.
Okay. And you said, like, it's just stuff from all over the house? in
Yeah,
there?
just, it's like shredded clothing, like
Weird.
like newspapers. It looks like almost like a rat's nest.
Right, like a nest
Yeah.
is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. But you shine your light up, you don't see any, like, any hatch or anything on the top.
Okay. And then I want to go around the corner to the left.
Oh, I have a quick question.
What you got?
What's the expiration date on the orange juice jug?
Oh, good question. It is 2016.
Okay. And it is currently October
2017.
of 17.
Yeah, like it probably, you look at the date, it's like, 5/2/2016.
Right, yeah.
So
That's interesting. So that's when Yamila was here, or what was her name? Emilia?
Yamila?
Yamila.
Yamila.
So you're gonna go to the left into the den.
Yes.
Okay.
There's no closet area in the den, and he's. My goal is to slowly creep into bedroom number 2.
Okay, yeah. There's nothing here that is. There's no den. So you're gonna head towards number 2.
Correct.
Okay. Let me make sure I get that on to the sheet there. Okay. Yeah, you get into this room. As I said, this looks like it was once a child's room.
Mm-hmm.
It looks as if there was like it was in the midst of being redecorated when the house.
Half walls are painted
Yeah.
with ships at sea.
Exactly, and there's just a stepladder, some old paint, and like some tarps are laying here. What are the other two doing? Are you guys just following him as he goes into it, or what are you guys doing?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just looking around.
Yeah, I imagine that he's probably worked on like a task force with some of these like special ops guys, and
Okay.
he doesn't really know what he's looking for, but he knows that Levi knows what he's looking for, so he's just gonna back him up.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you guys go into the room. You kind of just step on. You're flashing your, scanning your flashlight back and forth, and you hear the closet door shake, as if something like hit it from the inside. You like hear like the audible like,
Oh, no.
and you see them shake.
Pull my flashlight, pull my gun
immediately.
up. Who's there?
Yeah, no.
I'd also
you,
like to try a light switch just to see if it still works.
Yeah, you turn on light. Light turns on.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
So
the
you-
closet door closed?
it's like kind of like an accordion style. There's like a track.
yeah, so
kind
it's
of thing.
looks
Yeah.
like I'm just asking on the map. It's like a sliding one, but
Yeah.
is it closed?
It is closed.
Okay, I definitely heard something in there.
You heard, like something hit against it.
I'm gonna
And so
open
you shine your light
Yeah,
on.
no, like I sweep wide into the room, like basically in the southwest corner kind of area. Just getting into the room, seeing how much of it I can see, but the whole time aiming my gun, telling again, come out of the closet.
Okay. You start to walk towards the closet, like both of you, like creeping forward. You're gonna go open it, right? That's what you said there, Duffy.
If I hear somebody in the closet, he's immediately going to go, like no warning, go open up the closet, gun in the closet.
Okay.
Well, I'm thinking maybe I would stop you from just straight up like jiving in front of it, but like you can slide
No,
it.
yeah,
while
of course,
he-
yeah. I mean,
So-
he's like cleared houses and stuff. Yeah.
So you walk up, you grab the door, you slide it open, and you both see a tiny little red ball roll out.
Jesus. Okay.
He shoots it. Jim Duffy.
AJ, yeah, so you open it and you just see this.
Has a gun.
You see, this red ball roll out. Jim Duffy, you're right there, right? You're gonna look inside.
Yeah.
You, all right. So Tyler,
Yes.
and Cody, please take your headphones off.
Because he definitely thinks there's a kid in there.
Yeah. Agent Duffy, you go up to the door, or you see this ball roll out. You quickly pop around in there and you point your gun. And for a brief second, you kind of in the corner see these two red eyes just staring at you in the darkness. Like they look about the size of a small child. And then they just blink out. I need you to roll sanity.
So they left. They're
Yeah.
gone. Pass. 31 under
Okay,
53.
don't lose any sanity. Take your headphones off. Cody, headphones on. Nope. Tyler, keep your headphones off.
Oh shit! A challenger approaches.
You are sitting there, reflex, and you see this ball roll out, and you see Duffy pop in there and take a look, and you see, you look at the tarps on the floor, and you start to see a child's handprint kind of like appearing alongside of it, and you're kind of watching it, and it kind of goes from the tarp and then it goes onto the wall and you're just kind of frozen, and then it gets to the door into the bedroom. You guys are staring at this wall, staring at the door. You got your guns drawn. You see Duffy pop in, and all of a sudden you hear the door to the bedroom door just slam shut. And you guys whip around and there's nobody there.
Jesus Christ. So after this, I mean, Strauss like, what the fuck? Like, I try to peek in. There's just a ball in the closet.
Just a ball in the
Look
closet.
at the ceiling.
Nothing.
Jesus. He immediately is suspicious. Like, just quick check and goes and rips open the bedroom door and, like, looking down the hallway. Who was that?
You don't see anything.
God damn it. Well, he's a little shaken.
Yeah, Jim Duffy, gun sort of at like a 45-degree angle pointed at the ground. He's going to be like, yeah, there's nothing in that closet either.
Yeah, I guess I'll report what I saw.
Okay.
I before that door closed, I saw handprints on the tarp, like they were crawling, and and then they like left the tarp and like went onto the wall.
You saw handprints on that
I saw
tarp?
handprints on the tarp.
Okay, I didn't want to panic you fellas, but I saw
Jesus.
In that closet, I saw a set of red eyeballs staring right fucking at me, and then they just blinked out. Oh. I've seen something like it out in the woods where I live, but I've never seen something like that just in a closet.
I need you guys to give me a sanity roll for that door slamming shut.
God. Ooh.
Failed
that.
90 over 54.
Success.
All right, you lose. All those who failed, you just lose 1 sanity.
It's nothing compared to maggot
Dude.
coffee.
This,
True, yeah.
the slow sanity drain, I
Right.
think, is gonna really be the killer.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Agnes is listening to Imogen Heap in her bathtub right now.
Why'd you have to be so cute?
Who can
impossible
say
to
where the
ignore you.
road goes? You know it's that. You know it's in you.
Yeah.
It's
God.
only time.
Yeah.
She's like, I just freaking love this. Just
love it.
calms me down after a stressful day.
I can't tell you another Enya song, but
Yep.
yeah. So what do you guys do? You guys are staring down this
Jesus.
hallway. This door just slams shut behind you. You turn around, flasher, like everybody turns. I think it'd be you, Duffy. Sorry, Duffy. You're more towards the and you're by the closet. So I think we see kind of a shot from down the hallway as Levi throws open this door, shines his light. We see Reflux with you just see like two flashlights, almost like car head beams shining down. As you guys are just staring down this hallway and there's nothing.
Jesus.
Gotta keep going.
Yeah, it's just like it's got to keep going. And this time, it's a little more hurried.
Yep.
So
Like-
bedroom 3 then?
Yeah, he's thinking bedroom 3. I mean, if he doesn't see anything down the hallway,
No.
it either went to the den or it went into bedroom 3.
So Levi is still trying to rationalize this as there is a person here messing with us.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
I mean, after you tell him you saw like red eyes,
Right.
like must have been trick of the light, something.
Sure,
There's somebody here. Because he hasn't actually seen anything weird. The only thing he's heard is
Our encounters
Yeah.
in a door.
and the voice when we first got here.
Right.
Reflex is like,
yeah.
do me now. Okay, all right, explain the tarp.
Do me now explain the time.
I was playing tricks on you guys. Okay, I don't know. I'm going in this room. And he's
And
like,
maybe Jim Duffy will like put his hand on Reflux's shoulder and he's like, maybe there's something in that coffee. Maybe you had something earlier that's just messing with your system.
I've never had something like that. I've had with MDT. There's nothing compared to that.
All right, you guys go
DMT.
into bedroom
Actually
3
don't
and go to look at the sliding thing.
yep. Same deal. Is it closed or is it open?
Yeah, you guys. So remember that this room, it is a small bedroom. It adjoins the hallway. It shares a bathroom with bedroom 4. It's plain and empty with an old, ratty lime green rug in the center of it. Yeah, and as you guys kind of throw open the blind, or throw open the closet,
Yes.
nothing, you don't see anything.
Nothing in the ceiling doesn't have an entrance?
Nope.
Okay, there's nothing crazy going on. He wants to. Was there a closet in the bathroom?
No, there wasn't.
Okay. Make sure there's nothing in room 3. He's gonna go into bedroom 4.
All right, so this is another small bedroom that adjoins the hallway. It shares a bathroom with bedroom 3. It's just plain and empty. The carpeting has been removed, and there was like wood tack strips that kind of held it in place. And so yeah, you guys enter into it, and you guys come through. Sorry, cool. Yeah, so you guys are looking into the closet. This one's open, so as you guys are looking into the closet,
Okay.
you don't find.
There's nothing. There's no.
Yeah. No, and
Whoever
it's
it is
just
moving real fast.
yeah. Yeah, you guys are just kind of there looking, and then Cody, can you take your headphones off? Plug your ears, please, too. Strauss, Levi, Duffy, as you guys are in this room kind of like flashing your light around, you start to hear like a squeaking noise coming from the bathroom that you guys, I don't know if you guys went through the bathroom, if you came through the hallway.
No. Oh, I would have come through the hallway, but
Yeah.
if we hadn't clocked a closet being in the bathroom, earlier today, yesterday, he would have skipped the room.
Yeah. So you guys just hear like, it sounds like somebody like running their finger along the mirror in the bathroom.
He
Yeah.
immediately just What's that? Bolts.
Yeah, we'll go check it out.
Okay. Yeah, you see Reflex, you see Duffy and Strauss kind of look both towards the bathroom and then walk over to it and fling open the door, turn on the light. Nothing. There's just, the mirror's just there.
This must be something in the pipes. Something's in the walls.
So
Between the floors?
yeah, but what do you
Gotta
guys?
be something.
So, this is real life Jake talking. My girlfriend has the ability to just not think about things and just like change her mind and attitude to something completely different. And I've never experienced that in another individual. Just like the willpower that strong to like not let this thing bother you. And I'm really trying to base Jim Duffy off of that. So I think he's really just like, whatever is happening, like I will deal with that later. Like I'm going to compartmentalize this. Like every paranormal thing, I'm just going to put that in this closet in my brain and just get through this house.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, you guys walk into the bathroom and there's nothing.
And that's at that point, Strauss would be like, they must have gone upstairs instead of going into one of these rooms. And he's going to start marching his way.
Well, do you want to go upstairs or do you want to go to the master?
He wants to go upstairs, but now that I'm like looking at the map, it probably would be smart to check the utility closet and the master bedroom.
Garage.
Was there a? Oh yeah, you know what? A garage.
Well, that's a
garage
good.
was new construction. So I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
it used to be a porch.
Yeah, so I don't know if there would.
But why did they build it?
Oh, good question. You know, it is all good places to check, but I think he would start with like, I mean, Chris, you let me know if I need to slow down. But as soon as like there's nobody in the bathroom, Strauss is rationalizing it like, okay, somebody went like upstairs, or there's another entrance to like a crawl space, and he's gonna like jog basically, kind of speed, like power walk his way through the den, past a breakfast nook, and immediately look in the utility closet by the master bedroom.
Okay. You throw open the door to the utility closet, and yeah, there's no hatch or anything.
Okay, he's gonna go into the master bedroom.
Okay. So this was another one we probably wanted to talk about. This is where Rutsack and
The blood bomb.
yeah, this is the blood bomb room. But yeah, so this room again, the suite features an odd, all-encompassing mirrors built into the walls, originally added in 1962.
So this is the master bath?
This is the master bedroom and bathroom.
So bedroom has walls.
yes.
Yeah,
mirrors in the
it's interesting that they would put those walls in there when little Anton was only 3, or I guess 5.
However, there's like etchings around the mirrors, like that seem like they've been there for a while. You get the impression. Yeah. So remember, this is the room where you guys walk in, and as soon as you step in, it feels like you're underwater.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I wrote down that you said it feels like it's oppressive, like walking underwater.
Exactly. Yeah. So it just feels weird in here. But yeah, if you guys are kind of,
I mean, yeah, just taking a quick peek around, and then marching my way into the walk-in closet in the master bath.
okay. Is everybody going with them into there?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And okay, so you guys walk into the master bathroom, kind of looking around in there.
And this is where Agnes saw someone walk past a mirror at some point?
Yes,
Right.
She heard. Yeah, she saw someone come in. Like she saw something in this room. And yeah, you guys walk in, and there's water in the bathtub.
What? How much?
Enough for like a bod, like like someone
Like to take a bath.
Not like this.
Is there blood in the water?
No.
And like seeing that really quick, like I imagine he's like running in, like quick scan, like clocks that real quick, and immediately he wants to do 2 things: check the master closet or the walk-in closet, because he's still thinking that like somebody's in here and they just got ahead of us.
Okay.
Find them first. If I don't see something in the ceiling of the
You
master,
don't. Nothing.
check the temperature of the water.
Nice.
Good fucking call,
Love it.
Levi.
Jake, Cody, please take your headphones off. Plug
I
your
imagine
ears.
like I mean, because I don't have enough hands for this,
Right.
but like
Yeah.
really quick, like tucks the flashlight under his arm and just touches the
You
water.
stick your hand into the water, and it is like ice cold.
Okay.
And you like stick your hand in. Do you like run it through the water at all, or just like
It's really quick, just like more like a swipe through,
yeah,
just
you
to
swipe
check.
through?
He's thinking like, oh, somebody's obviously fucking here. They took a bath.
You feel like a body underneath the water. Like
The water clear?
Yeah, you stick your hand in and like you splash and like you brush up against a body. I need you to roll sanity.
Okay. That is another failure.
It's gonna be 1 point of sanity damage.
Okay.
And like yeah, so like you kind of brush your hand through real quickly, and you touch a body underneath the water.
So you guys would see he dips his hand in the water and then immediately just like freaks out and backs up and then reaches down to touch it again.
You feel it.
It's like really quickly looks at you two, and you just see like this weird look in his face. He goes, "Get over here right now. Put your hand in here."
Well, I don't know if I want to after that.
There's something in.
Tell me what you felt.
He's kind of like stumbling, like, and he's like feeling along, like continue.
Right. So if you put your hand in and you feel along,
like it's continuing.
it's continuing.
Okay, it's like
and
this-
like, do you do like if you try to trace it?
Yeah, he's this kind of He like he goes, "There's a body in here. Put your hand in here." And now he's finally like a little wide-eyed and weird because
So hold on, I have a question. Flashlight in the tub.
no, he's got it like
No, I'm saying we are
okay,
shining
yeah.
our flashlights in the tub. It just looks like an empty tub full of water.
It's just an empty tub of water.
Whoa.
and he is telling you that he's feeling a body underwater.
Jim Duffy is gonna dip his hand in where he imagines the like a shoulder would be.
You touch a shoulder. Give me a sanity roll.
Holy shit, dude. This is awesome.
13. So, dude, Jim Duffy's really keeping it
You
together.
you don't lose any sanity, but you are clearly you stick your hand in there and you brush up against like cold flesh in this water.
Is there a drain in the tub?
There is.
He's gonna reach out and drain it.
That's a smart.
He's gonna
idea.
reach down and unplug it, and he's gonna like go to reflux and just like sort of
I don't know. I kind of
like
want to
don't even do it.
I kind of want to do you one better. I want to stick my head in there, see if I can see something.
No, I don't know if Jim. I think I might try to stop.
Yeah, Strauss told me. It's just your hand. Just touch
You
it.
guys, so you drain it. You hit the thing. You hear the water start to swirl around, just start to drain, and you all watch as this water drains. It drains around a body.
No,
I need all of you to give me a sanity roll.
What?
Okay, hold on.
It is the size of like a 9-year-old
Dude,
child.
I forgot we were recording a podcast for a second. What the fuck is going on? Dude, 42 under 52.
40
Wow.
under 56.
Nice.
Finally passed.
That's going to be an 88 for a crit fail.
So I think that's maximum.
Max sanity.
You take 4 points of sanity damage. Do you want to project that onto a bond, or you want to take that?
Under your AI.
I don't know what your breaking point is. So
Yeah, no. My breaking point is 40, and I'm at 48, so it doesn't break
Okay.
me yet.
So I'll leave it up to you. If you want to project it onto a bond, you can, or you can take that damage.
So maybe this is for the viewers too, or listeners. Like, so if I project it onto a bond, what happens to that bond? They just get.
So you're gonna roll. You roll a d4, and you take that many willpower points and damage, and then you subtract however many points, like whatever the difference would be. So if you took 4 points, you rolled and got like a 3, you would take 1 damage, and that you would take that many points to your bond.
Okay.
But you're gonna lose willpower points for whatever you roll. I think that's what the rule is.
Oh, okay.
Tyler's looking it up right now.
Yeah.
And you don't lose willpower points if I just take the sanity damage?
Yeah, you'll just take sanity damage.
Gotcha.
But the issue is if you hit a breaking point, you're gonna get a
Condition.
condition.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it up to you, whatever you want to do. But
I mean, that's a lot of
4 is a
sanity.
lot.
So,
4 is a shitload.
and then also, so it sounds like there's will point damage. I didn't really dive in that. What's the effect of willpower?
You lose it and then you gain it back if you get a full night's rest.
Okay.
But the lower, once you get 0 will points, you're out. You're done.
I think at like 1 and 2 will points, I think you like fail all of your
Yeah,
checks, but you're still alive.
Yeah.
But you just like fail
Once you lose all your
skill
willpower
checks.
points, you basically just snap.
Yeah. Then Chris, you had it read. It's
Okay.
roll 1d4. You spend willpower. And
You lose that many you lose that
Yeah.
many willpower points.
Yep.
And then whatever the difference is, you take that off of your. So you could roll a 4.
I think I'm gonna try to roll. I think.
Okay. So what is the official roll? Is I don't talk over you this time,
Yeah,
Tyler.
no worries. The official roll, you may spend willpower to reduce a loss. The amount is always 1d4, so I imagine even if you could potentially still lose a lot of sanity if it's a high roll. But
If it's like a D8.
yeah. So roll a 1d4. You reduce your willpower by that much, and then so long as you at least have 1 willpower left, so I imagine you're not down that far, you reduce the sanity loss by the amount of points.
Nice.
And then, like I said, the a bond score goes down by the exact same amount.
Perfect. All right, here we go. I'm rolling a d4.
Okay.
I'm projecting this, subconsciously. So backstory. I live in a kind of isolated cabin, but there is one relationship I've built with the coffee stand girl nearby, and that's
okay.
like kind of like my one sort of my interest that I'm in. So here we go. I rolled a 4.
Nice.
Okay,
Hey.
that's dope. All right,
Nice.
You just somehow
Yeah.
compartmentalize
So
it.
you were good. You compartmentalize it.
You just like fucking freak out on her one day. I said no fucking nutmeg.
Oh my god.
amazing.
All right. Well, yeah. And so you guys watch this bath, and the water like slowly goes around a child's body in this tub, and then the water slowly goes down the drain. What do you guys do?
So this might not even work, but from what we saw of the body of Anton, is it the same relative size?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is it still in the tub? If I put my hand in there, is there still? Do I still feel an invisible body?
You put your hand into the tub, and there's nothing there. And we'll see y'all next week.
Shit.
Howdy, y'all. We're back again at the end of one of these episodes, and this time we're going to be sitting down to talk with Misha. How are you, Misha?
I'm doing great. I'm a little dehydrated, but overall, I'm all right.
We got water upstairs.
Yeah.
We got a ton. For now, until it becomes a commodity.
Aqua Cola.
So, how did we first meet? Was it through the comic shop?
It definitely was.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked at a comic book shop, and there was like a core group of customers that would come in, and the owner Paula just kind of had the base friend group, and
Yeah.
then customers, and you were part of like the base friend group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you, but pre-children, like
You did.
pre-dad Chris.
Yep. Yep, you did. I still remember I'll never forget, it was the birthday party that was at the shop with you, Paula, and Rachel, and I showed up late and brought everyone 40s and then
yeah.
forced everybody to drink them with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you and I were so drunk that we were slapping each other on the forearm, just yelling, "Well met."
Yep. That was, I felt like a Viking. It was awesome. Oh, and I was wearing a shirt that said, "Fuck you, you fucking fuck,"
Yep.
with a pink tutu.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was
That was a fun day.
that was a night.
That was fun.
I think this is the last time I drank a 40.
Me too.
I think that was. Yeah, so what got you interested in tabletop gaming? What made you want to try it?
Well, I know. Well, one of the sole outlets of the comic book store was RPG books, and I know that my dad used to play D&D and forever, but like he never played it with me, and I never got introduced to it. So one of the things that Paula wanted me to do was just to learn more about it, so that I have more knowledge base, how to sell it and how stuff works, and if someone's looking for a particular book, I would know if we had it or not.
Makes sense.
And stuff like that. And yeah, it totally made sense. And I think that's when she asked you to just run a small game so that with a small group of people, just so I would get that knowledge base.
Gotcha.
And you did, and I think it turned out to be like a one shot. And that was
Probably.
when, like, with Barry, I think he was there.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. If you're listening to this, stop listening, you piece of shit.
I think it was like either one or two times. And I remember like it was fun, like following the rules and stuff, and like making a character and everything. But like one of the things about D&D is just like, don't take anything seriously because it's all made up.
Yeah.
And I think Barry just didn't. He took everything so seriously. But then like once he wasn't in the group anymore, then we just had so much fun because
so much
everyone was just like ragging on each other, and it was just amazing and fun, and we all just kind of jived together. And after that point, I was just kind of hooked. And I didn't even know there were so many different kind of RPGs that you could play out there.
Oh, yeah.
And that just opened up my entire world of really just awesome things to get into. So, yeah. So, last decade, I'd say my eyes were open.
I owned way too many RPGs, and I would probably never play half of them. But I like looking at the pictures and reading rule. I'm really weird. Like, I like reading rule sets. I love reading into rule sets and digging into them. Even if I won't play them, I'm like, this is kind of a dumb system, but I still want to read it. Like, I'm just fascinated how someone connects, like, the math. I don't even know if people think about the math. Like, I think everybody at one point thinks like I can make my own game, and so I've tried to do that, but I'm like, I feel like there's math I'm missing here, and I need to pay attention to the math, but that's where I usually get confounded at.
Yeah, like making everything congruent, because you can't have something be so completely OP and have people take advantage of it, and then not have something else being developed as well.
Right.
People will find that outlet to mid max it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And I'm talking about Cody here, and I full well know he's sitting next to me, but.
He's an optimizer. He
Yeah.
knows what he's doing.
He does.
So our first game together was the first official campaign. First time I ever ran Pathfinder 1E, we did Rise of the Rune Lords with Cody and Rachel, Josh, and you. I think was the full party.
Paula.
And Paula.
Yeah.
Because Paula was the sorcerer. Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. That was a cool game. I really liked that story. I wish we would have finished it, but things happen with games.
Yeah.
They fall apart.
Yeah.
So, so what made you want to do this podcast? I know, I think back before we started talking about doing a Pathfinder 2E game, we talked about doing a podcast. I know I talked about doing a podcast with you, Rachel, and Paula before.
Yeah.
But I was never quite sure if they would want to do it. Like, I thought they liked the idea of it, but I didn't know if it was something they'd want to do.
Yeah.
So,
I think it was just kind of the subject matter, because a few years after that, you started talking about doing a horror podcast.
we did that. We did Podcast Massacre for a while.
Yeah. And that was really fun. I wasn't really, I did listen to podcasts a lot in previous jobs, but then I kind of fell off of it because you can't really listen to podcasts when you work in a comic book store.
Right.
But I don't know. It was just kind of like, you mentioned doing like a horror podcast, and I love horror, so it was just kind of an excuse to watch these all these horror movies that I probably wouldn't have watched in the first place. And then people's lives kind of took over, so that one, it lasted a few years, which was a lot of fun. But then you mentioned doing a Delta Green podcast, and that was like, I love the idea of getting back into having a storyline that other people can enjoy as well. And I really love the people that we game with. I think we really get along well, and and it's so much fun when everyone's together and like discovering things. And like whenever it's like Pathfinder and then we have to fight, I always get like nervous sweats, and like I'm always like, well, how do I optimize this and like make it amazing? But then when it's Delta Green, it's just like, I gotta think outside the box. I can do that. No rules.
I've told you guys this many a times. Like, when I did the Pathfinder 2E game, my whole goal was, I'm going to take everybody I love to play with, and I'm just going to put them in a group and hope that they like each other. Like, I figured everybody's personality would mesh well enough, but you guys are everyone that I love to play with. Like, if I'm ever running a game, I'm going to try to have one of you guys in it. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, it makes my time easier. It makes it more enjoyable. I feel like you guys give a shit. And like, that's the one thing that the one thing any GM can ask for is that. Like, I want players who give a shit. Like, I don't expect you to remember every fucking thing that happens, but when you're there, be active, be part of the story, and, like, make me feel like I'm doing a good job. Like, there's been games where I've run where, like, I'll throw a big moment out there, and it's like a fucking wet fart, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be pretty cool, but okay, I guess that wasn't very cool. So then you're just like, well, okay. Like, over the years, I've kind of developed a thing where I'm only going to put as much effort into a game as I get back from the players.
Totally.
And so it's refreshing to have you guys putting so much back at me where I'm like, I got to step up my game. I got to keep up. Like, I don't want to, like, let these guys down because this is such a fun time. So.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to put so much work into something and then reveal like, oh my gosh, your brother is actually your sister, and then like everyone's looking at their phone and like no one is like even reacting, and you're like, I spent 2 weeks on that storyline.
So what drew you to your character concept once we got Delta? I guess I should probably ask, what made you want to play Delta Green? I don't think I asked you that one.
Oh, well, I mean, you kind of like opened up our eyes on that one. I didn't even know. I don't do nearly as much research about new RPGs coming out as you do. That's safe to say.
I would say so.
But I think you really got my number. You know that I like horror. You know that I like RPG, and you kind of just showed us to it. It was a one-off, and like we spent like a good 5-6 hours just playing this one-off, and I was addicted. I loved. It was a very simple gameplay mechanic. And I'm very bad at getting like all the particular rules together and like in a specific order and memorizing things like my other teammates can very easily. I just don't have that mental fortitude to retain that information. But with Delta Green, it's just so simple. So all I can really concentrate on is like what I feel like I'm strong at, which is just like creative outlet. And I'm really good at and thinking outside the box and thinking on my feet, being impromptu. Like I feel like those are my strong suits. So when I don't have to rely heavily on rule sets and be like, oh, I can't do this because you can only move 5 feet while you're like,
right, exactly.
It's like, oh, now I can just be like, oh, I'm just gonna shoot it out there and see if it works. And like having you respond in a way where it was like you don't shoot it down because it's not part of the rules. You kind of like you walk it through to its end, like that. That's really cool to me because like you also have to think about like, oh, how would this play out? Is it part of the whole thing is just really well put together, and the game is absolutely amazing, and having everything be spooky. Oh
yeah, spooky's worth that.
I love the spooky.
So as you were kind of creating your character, like what drew you to whatever, like the kind of concept you wanted to do? Like I know you said you based your character heavily off of like Clarice Starling.
Yeah.
Sorry. What drew you to wanting to play a character like that?
Well, one of my favorite movies growing up was always Silence of the Lambs. I loved Silence of the Lambs so much. I have a Death Hawk moth tattooed on me. That's how much I love Silence of the Lambs.
Very true, yes.
And it was only until later that I found out that Hannibal Lecter's little sister in the books is named Misha. Mm-hmm. So then that made me even more obsessed with the character, obviously. So I read all the books, and then I just became obsessed with the character Clarice Starling because I thought she was just like a very strong heroine. And when we were supposed to develop some characters for Delta Green, I thought that like who would be a good character that would come across as like a good agent in media that I've already seen. And Clarice Starling kind of just stood out to me because she's like always been strong. She's always been independent, thinking on her feet, and I feel like that would be a perfect Delta Green agent. So that's what I kind of based it off of. Yeah.
Did you ever have a moment where like you had like the character evolved from what you were thinking in your head to like as you started putting it on the page? Like did you have things kind of planned out, then as you started to develop this character and flesh it out more that you changed it, or were you always kind of kept the same path with it?
I'd say like since the campaign is still pretty new, it's pretty much what I've pictured it to be. Until things start to develop more in the storyline, we'll see how it goes. I can see things changing and going away from the path that I originally thought, but that's okay because that's just creativeness waiting to happen.
Did you like watch anything or do any other research to get ready for like inspiration for what you're going on? Did you rewatch Silence of the Lambs or Hannibal or anything like that?
I have to admit, I do have a PhD in Hannibal Lecter
You
knowledge.
do. I will
I
give
do.
you that.
So I already had a great baseline of what I needed to know. So I didn't do any extra work,
Okay.
but I did. I mean, it was like the bare minimum. Like I found out that lamb in Latin is Agnes, so I was like, oh, that's cool.
Perfect.
That's a cool ancient name right there. And then I did practice a Southern accent.
You've been doing good.
I'm
It's not
trying.
super cartoony and like over the top. Like if I do a Southern accent, I feel like I'm just mocking Southern people.
Yeah.
Yours doesn't feel that way, so you're doing good.
I really tried because I know like when other people they they overdo it like you said.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like
I'm fully guilty of it. Every time I do it, it's just like, well, how do you do it? Like I feel like a fucking Tom the Jiggle. Like,
there's YouTube videos on how to do every accent.
There you
so
go.
you just go to the I was working on an Australian accent because I had another
man.
character in
Whew.
mind. It's hard.
yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna annoy everybody.
I
How
feel
about
like
no?
you always just like, at least I will like slowly just evolve into like, I'll go from like shitty Australian to just shitty British.
Exactly.
And I can't ever get back.
It's hard to differentiate
Yeah.
between the two.
Yeah.
But I went with the safe route for now. But I know all Delta Green characters die eventually, so I'm not super attached. I have a backup, and then I have a backup for that
There you go.
backup. I'm
Smart.
safe. I'm safe.
That's good. What do you like to do for fun? If Misha's chilling at home, what's Misha do for fun?
I usually knit and crochet because I'm a 75-year-old stuck in a 34-year-old body. But for like, I love to do art.
Yes, you are an incredible artist.
Thank you.
So.
I try. I try to be better, do better, are better. And I do a lot of that for art. I like to play musical instruments when I have some downtime. I play cello and piano
Nice.
most of the time. And that's kind of what I do to relax. I should, do research on more RPGs just to be more well-rounded as a person in this
I don't
group.
know about that. That's a deep, deep rabbit hole, trust me.
I am sure it is.
It is, yeah, you can find, I'll just tell you this, there's an RPG for everything out there.
I'm sure.
So,
I want to know.
I had some friends recently discovered Chuck Tingle, the guy who writes all the, like, I got pounded in the butt by a microwave books and stuff like that.
I did. I'm learning now.
Okay. This guy named Chuck Tingle. He writes Amazon books. They're just like, like I got pounded in the ass by a 747 jet and stuff like that. They're just wild, like erotica. It's the weirdest shit in the world. But
It's a strange thing.
they made an RPG about his like the Tingleverse. And that is something that exists now. So, like I said, there's an RPG for everybody.
I mean, I would have questions about it, but I feel like that's
Definitely. But it's just he's made money off of these just like ludicrous, like erotica novels, like the just most asinine things you could think of, and he sells makes money.
good
off of
for
it.
him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've never read an erotica novel, but he's killing it. So. Last question. Do you have any social media that you'd want people to follow you on? Anything like that?
Sure. I have an Instagram that I use most often. I kind of gave up on Facebook.
Who hasn't?
Yeah, that was just terrible.
Fuck the Zuck.
But you can find
Even
me on
though Instagram's
Instagram.
owned by him.
I know. You can find me on Instagram at Misha Mouse. It's MEESCHA Mouse, and I'm the only Misha Mouse, so
There you go.
that's me.
All right. Well, thanks for being here, Misha.
Thank
Again,
you.
I'm really happy to have you at the table again and doing another podcast with you. So
I always enjoy myself when we play.
I do too. So laters.
Bye.